Hey, how you doing? Justin here. Today I want to share with you a few tips on how to avoid finger pain, because it really does hurt. Those first couple of weeks, I was really shocked when I did the left-handed guitar lesson stuff before filming this beginner course. It really hurt, like much more than I remember. I was a little kid when I learned guitar. I don't remember my fingers hurting at all. And I've mentioned that, it's going to hurt, but man, it really hurts. So I want to give you as many tips as I can on how to avoid having a problem with finger pain. And for a lot of people, it's one of the reasons why they give up, because their fingers are hurting too much and they're not enjoying it. So that's completely avoidable if you'll follow my advice. So the first thing is, only press your fingers down when you need to. When you're doing like anchor finger changes or chord perfect stuff, you shouldn't be pressing down with your fingers real hard. You should get your fingers in the right position, but don't press hard unless you're actually making a sound with the chord, when you're playing the chord itself. The rest of the time you're just working on manipulating your fingers and getting them into the right spots. Along with that goes point 2, which is going to be making sure your fingers are positioned well. That positive finger placement thing I talked about, where you get your fingers right next to the fret. That's really important. The better placed your fingers are, the less pressure you have to put on them to get a good note, and therefore the less your fingers are going to hurt. So learning to place your fingers really well should be an important part of your mission in these early stages. Now, I also would recommend that you practice a little often and don't go too hard at it. I'm forever reading stories of people going like, well, I really want to learn guitar, so I practice for an hour a day. It's like, you're learning guitar the first few weeks, you don't practice an hour a day. Your fingers will hurt, like real bad. And then you won't want to play anymore. So my prescribed amount of practice would be 20 minutes a day, 4 days a week. So for example, having a lesson, doing your lesson 1 with me on a Sunday or a weekend or whatever, and then practicing on Monday and Tuesday, having Wednesday off, practice Thursday and Friday, have the weekend off, and do the same thing for a second week if you need it. Okay, that kind of thing. If you want to practice every day, when I was doing my lefty practice, I quite often practiced 5 days in a row or 6 days in a row and then moved on to the next lesson. But I'm super aware of where I can press, where I shouldn't press, getting my fingers in the placement in exactly the right place. So I kind of feel like maybe it was a bit easier for me than it would be for most people. And I suspect for most people it'll be a couple of weeks, if not 3 or 4 weeks for each lesson. Okay, so try and space out your practice. If you do want to go real hard at it and do lots of practice, try doing like a morning session or an evening session. Don't go and do double the amount of everything, for example, because you really can hurt your fingers to the point where you won't be able to play for a few days. Okay, it's really, really a big deal here is not overdoing this whole thing. So on the practice routine, you're going to have a 10-minute session where you're playing songs. Now, 10 minutes continually pressing your fingers down is going to hurt. I would recommend that you break that up a little bit if the fingers start to get really sore. So if you're halfway through the first song and you're like, no, I just can't do it, just pause. Don't battle your way through it. There's got to be a certain amount of just dealing with the pain and getting over it and just kind of like, yeah, okay, I know it's going to hurt. I'm not going to damage my fingers. It's just painful. But at the same time, you want this guitar journey to be fun. So if you're doing your 10-minute guitar song practice and it gets a few minutes in and you need a break, just hit pause. Have a break, rub your fingers. Rubbing your fingers on your leg will help. Just trying to massage them a little bit. You'll end up with the big lines in the ends of your fingers. That's okay. It actually never goes away. The skin gets a bit tougher and it doesn't hurt, but you still get the lines in your fingers. But just like rubbing them against your thumb or, doing this, or even on the guitar body, doing anything just to give them a little bit of a soft massage, and then continue on the next round of practice for your songs. That, it's really, really important that you don't hurt yourself here or make playing guitar an unpleasant thing. I want you to love playing guitar and really enjoy the journey. And finger pain is one of those things that can really screw that up.